I need to debug this issue. There is a bug in the code. I can't find the root cause. Let me check the logs first. The program crashed suddenly. It throws an exception at runtime. What error message did you get? The error is not very clear. Let me reproduce the problem. I can't reproduce this bug. It works fine on my machine. It must be an environment issue. The logic here is wrong. There is a mistake in the condition. The loop runs infinitely. It's an off-by-one error. The variable is not initialized. The value is null or undefined. It returns an incorrect result. The output is not as expected. Let me trace the code step by step. I will add some breakpoints. Let me run it in debug mode. Let me inspect the variables. The value changed unexpectedly. Something is wrong with the data. The data type is not correct. There is a type mismatch here. The function is not called properly. The parameters are wrong. The API returns an error code. The request failed to send. The response is empty. The connection timed out. It's a network problem. The server returned 500. The front end and back end are inconsistent. The UI does not update correctly. The style is broken. The button is not responding. Let me check the console. There are warnings in the console. Let me clear the cache first. It's a caching problem. The database query is slow. The SQL statement is wrong. The record does not exist. There is a deadlock here. The memory usage is too high. There is a memory leak. The performance is very poor. It freezes when loading. Let me run a performance test. I need to optimize this part. The code is too messy. Let me refactor this function. The naming is not clear. There are no comments here. The test case failed. All tests passed except one. Let me write a unit test. Did you test this case? The edge case is not handled. It works in normal cases. It fails under high concurrency. There is a race condition. The thread is blocked. The resource is not released. The file is not found. The path is incorrect. The permission is denied. I don't have access to it. The configuration is wrong. Let me check the config file. The environment variable is missing. The version is incompatible. It's a dependency issue. The library is outdated. Let me update the package. Let me reinstall the dependencies. I need to compare the two versions. When did this bug appear? Which commit caused the problem? Let me check the Git history. Did you merge new code? The code has conflicts. Let me roll back the version. It worked before the last change. You broke the build. The build is failing. Let me fix the compilation error. There is a syntax error. The semicolon is missing. The bracket is not closed. Let me format the code. The indentation is wrong. Let me run the linter. The code does not follow the rules. Let me check the code review comments. I need to fix these issues. Let me double-check this part. I will verify it again. It should work now. I think I fixed it. Let me test it again. Please help me test it. It works fine now. The bug is resolved. I will push the fix soon. Let me deploy the patch. Could you help me look at this? I'm stuck on this problem. I have no idea what's wrong. Let's brainstorm together. What do you think is the problem? Have you seen this error before? Let me check the documentation. Let me search for the error message. The solution is online. It's a common mistake. Don't jump to conclusions. Let's analyze it calmly. We need more information. Let me collect more logs. The log is too short. Let me enable debug logging. The log shows the problem clearly. I found something weird. This behavior is strange. It behaves randomly. It only happens in production. It works in the test environment. The production data is different. Let me simulate production data. I need to check the server. Let me log into the server. The service is down. The process was killed. Let me restart the service. It works after restarting. The monitor sent an alert. The CPU usage is 100%. The disk is full. The bandwidth is exhausted. Let me check the system status. There is a bottleneck here. The algorithm is inefficient. Let me optimize the time complexity. The query does not use the index. Let me add an index. The interface response is too slow. Let me profile the function. Most time is spent here. This part can be optimized. Let me cache the result. The cache is not updated. The cache is inconsistent. Let me clear the cache manually. The timer is not working. The delay is incorrect. The event is not triggered. The listener is missing. The state is not updated. The component does not re-render. The props are passed incorrectly. The state is modified directly. There is a closure problem. The scope is wrong. The promise is not handled. The async function is wrong. The callback is not called. There is a race condition here. The order of execution is wrong. Let me use async/await properly. I need to catch the error. The error is not caught. It fails silently. Let me add error handling. The exception is not thrown. The message is not clear. Let me add more detailed logs. I will log the input and output. Let me print the variable value. The console log helps a lot. I found the root cause finally. It was a small mistake. I overlooked this detail. I should have tested it earlier. This bug teaches me a lesson. I will avoid this next time. Let me write a better fix. The solution is elegant. This patch is stable. The code is robust now. It passes all tests now. The problem is completely solved. No more bugs here. Debugging is part of coding. Patience is important in debugging. Finally, the bug is fixed. Thank you for watching. Follow me for more practical videos.